If you feel a weight of like tiredness or feeling drained, or you just feel like everything's moving so fast, you're not alone at all. I don't understand sometimes how the world has gotten to the point that it is. I can't really remember when it got to the point that it is, to where everything became so fabricated, but I just know what it is now. And you know, sometimes when you get so lost in the way of life and just how we live our lives on a day-to-day basis now, you become a fabrication of yourself almost. Like in my experience, if I spend a little too much time on social media, and a little too much time means much more to me now than it used to, I feel like I've lost the script of who I am. I've lost my character. You can get on social media and you can scroll for what you think is a short time, and then you wasted an entire hour, 2 hours of your entire day. And that is some damaging shit. That is incredibly crucial time to our own personal development. I find myself in those situations sometimes, and I have to pull myself out of it. And I have to actually ask myself, what are you doing? Everything is so different now in the world that I have no clear idea of what a normal life is supposed to be. I feel drained more times than I don't. I feel like life is not real anymore. I feel like, truthfully, I'm gonna be honest, if I didn't have this, if I didn't have the gift of God around me, if I didn't have these times to escape, I don't think I would make it. Actually, I know I wouldn't make it. If I didn't have peace and the sound of nature, if I didn't have the touch of nature, the breeze against my neck, if I didn't have any of this, I truly think I would probably lose my mind. Every single day is almost like a chapter of a book that I read, maybe. But then I try to remember that book and tell somebody what happened in the story, or even a movie that I saw, and I can't remember a single detail about it. And I sit there every single day and I feel like I'm productive, and I do productive things, and I feel great about the small things that I do beneficially for myself. But then I start to ask myself, where the fuck did the day go? What have I done? Who have I become? You know, what does this all mean? I find myself in those situations more times than not now. Now, social media consists of short form content. Nobody has an attention span anymore. I'm genuinely surprised movie theaters are still in business, because I don't know many people who have the attention span to even sit through a movie. Most movies are over 2 hours now. I don't understand how I'm a big movie fan, so I still have every desire to do so. But I see people that I know that cannot sit through a movie anymore. They can't do it. They have to get up. They have to move. They have to go outside of the movie theater while they're watching and get on their phone and keep up to date with what's going on. I'm guilty of it. I do that shit all the time. And I really have to ask myself in those moments, who am I living for? What am I doing? It's these moments where I have the realization that life is no longer just physical. I'm living life digitally. Everything, you don't pay with cash anymore, you pay digitally. You live digitally. We spend about half of our day probably on in cyberspace. And it's within those times that I have to remind myself, get your shit together, get out of it, and tap back into the reality that is in front of you. And that is a part of my growth that I refuse to neglect, because I know I've been gifted this life. And not only have I been gifted this life, but I've been gifted chance after chance after chance by God to get this thing right when I could have been dead many times. And maybe it's in these moments of my experience of what I've been through where I have to ask myself, what the hell are you doing? I am so appreciative of every day I live, of every day I get another moment to live, to see another sunrise, to see another sunset. But if I don't reality check myself, I will miss the beautiful moments in life. I truly will. I will miss the beauty around me. I will miss, most people I know don't even look up in the sky. I have people that I know that can't name me 2 planets, that can't name me a single cloud. They don't know anything. People are here and they don't know about anything around them. And I refuse to allow myself to be sucked fully into a digital world, because I am here. And this is a gift that I can't neglect. And I think that's a huge part of the problem that a lot of people have. And when I recognize it, that's when I have to speak on it, so I remember it freshly. If you feel drained, if you feel tired, if you feel like life is a lot different than it ever was, and it's just a feeling that you can't explain, you're not alone, because I'm with you. But I gotta advise you to do things that don't involve other people, other devices. Just having these moments with a clear mind, clear conscience, to come out here and think without any form of distractions is going to take you so far. It's so beneficial. For me, it's a part of my growth that I can't neglect. And I just feel like every day there's something new on social media or something that tries to distract me and get me. And then I get on something and I see myself start scrolling, and I have to pause in those moments and say, you're draining your day away. Stop. And then I can feel the energy of my body. It's drained and I feel low. I feel low energy. I walk by people sometimes who are taking a walk, but their face is planted in their phone the entire walk. They don't see anything. They don't see what's around them. They're not appreciating what's around them. I feel like if you're not taking the time to appreciate this world, then all the negativity of it is going to blind you and suck all your energy out from it. I gotta have these moments of reflection, because if I don't, nobody's going to give me these moments of reflection. And I have to remember to give him thanks and appreciate God for what he's done for me. Because it's within those moments that you remember what the true value of life is. That we aren't living for these physical items, our phones, our cars, our technology, all of it. You feel more at peace. That disturbance that I feel when I see things on social media, it's like something that I can't explain. There's so many things that irritate me. There's so many things that drive me crazy by seeing other people's lives, negativity. And if you don't take these moments to try to give yourself some positivity and good energy, then you will truly lose 100% focus of what's in front of you. And if people, like I said, I say this all the time, if people think you're weird for doing positive things for yourself, and they think you're neglecting them by not doing certain things online, do what's right for you. Fuck them. Fuck them. There's people that have to understand you have to do things for yourself to stay sane. If not, you'll be drove crazy. You will no longer be attached to your mind. The world has everything. It has control of you. The world has so many ways to try to make us forget who we are and what's important and what's beautiful in our lives. We have a shot at everything, but there's so many distractions. I'm definitely rambling on a bit more than I wanted to in this video, but just take a break. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with where you are right now. Come outside, take a walk, enjoy nature. Thank him for the day. Thank him for the moment. We don't know when our last moment is. We don't know how much we're promised. Appreciate this. Get connected to nature more. Because I'm telling you, if you feel like you've been drained, if you feel like you've been low, if every day feels like it's moving faster and faster and you have no control over it, you're not alone. I'm with you on that. Don't forget what's important in this world. And don't forget what's secondary. Allow yourself to keep power over technology, over distractions. Do not let it gain the steering wheel of your life. That's really like the ultimate goal of my life, is to be able to say that I live to my true potential. And by the time I die, that I've been through so much growth and my life was purposeful. And I didn't just live for nothing. I think that's really what's important. Like, I have to try to forget about the distractions and just be at peace for the moment. Even being at peace for a moment is better than having misery for a moment. Give it a shot. You have nothing to lose.